This is what happens when you put your coffee cup down and you spill coffee on your hand. Whee! Okay. Just making sure. I've noticed that I talk from my lower teeth now, and I didn't when I was younger, and now I'm going to change that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, too. Not anymore. Okay. So, how long will it take, everybody? I think I find it. Ooh, I find it slightly ironic that eh, I'm late, even if I'm on here myself in my house. Sorry, fixing the lighting because everything is on the damn phone. Yes, if I ever lose my phone, I have backups, but if I ever lose that phone, then I'm screwed. So, how is everybody today? Let's see. Heidi, Carrie Ann said she's listening because she's working. Don't have to listen when you work. It's got to be that light because it's like totally getting on my nerves. That's better. Okay. Still weird looking, but that's better. That might help. Because well, I see my bottom teeth and I don't like them. Hi, Sean. Late is what you make it. Yes. And you figure I would be late because of the eyeliner, but I've gotten used to it. I'm back to old goth girl again, which means I'm done. I don't know why I did pencils for all those years. So, and I'm freezing, and since heat costs twice as much as it did last year, this is one of those times I can fight about, did we really have to have this big of a place? And I'm cold all the time anyway, on top of that. And now I'm really cold. I'll probably wear one of the minks one of these days. So, hello, people. I didn't do much watching overnight like I usually do, or at least watching Natalie in the morning. I was distracted. Um, no, I go to give you a thumbs up, no face, and all I see are your dreads, and I'm like, you've turned your, oh no, there's a nose in there somewhere. And then I give you a thumbs up and leave because I'm usually doing something. Ah, I just got a text I don't understand. So, yes, you guys have to go to Old Tifa and listen to me. Ugh, it's awful. You guys need to listen to, or at least put up with what 2025 is about because it's freaking scary. I stumble a lot because all the words are 5 syllables. So you guys should go. I'm trying to do it every day. This was the first day, though, that I thought when I left my phone in my closet, the things I do for my job. So after a year, it's finally become my job. I actually enjoyed my jobs. 99% of them I really had fun with because I was the control freak and I got paid to be a control freak. So it's like the things I do for my job. But what? See, this is where it's like I have to be rude now because my mods are um, sending me texts. I sent a picture out earlier about the light rain that was supposed to be. Why is it always this side? Um, and I was almost getting ready for it, and I went, you know what? I wonder. And I opened the door because I could hear it, and it's like, that's not light rain. So I sent them a picture and said, today here, light rain, no. Because they keep changing their mind every 10 seconds, I swear to God. And since there's supposed to be the major protest tomorrow, it should rain and snow and tornado and any other natural disaster that can happen while we're trying to protest. So I'm not up on the Scientology things today, unfortunately, because I wasn't watching any of my research programs in the morning, which are usually Carrie Ann and Natalie. Natalie's so happy in Hawaii. It's like, you go, girl. Harry doesn't know how to spell butt. Okay, weirdos. Oh, yeah. Carrie Ann's working. Sean ignores himself. Yes, old Tifa and Carrie Ann and Fuzz would know how, and the big giant head. Hi, big giant head. This I know I like that too. The background for old Tifa is a subway station with graffiti. Um, it's like fine. I'm from Oakland, can't you tell? Um, yeah, the big thing is, oh my God, it's hard to read it. Sometimes I'll shake my head. I'm trying to keep myself straight for at least 40 minutes. And then the last 20 minutes, if you want to come into the last 20 minutes, you can hear us talking and talking about, oh my God. Um, let me see. So yeah, I guess all I can say about Scientology today is people are going to protesting. Those who can go to protest areas do. Um, LA is a little sidetracked right now with the immigrant marches, which Streets and Jessica did lives from yesterday. They got put in handcuffs for 10 minutes or something. I guess it was where they were. They wanted to escort them somewhere else. Um, or they recognized them. Actually, I think they let out everybody that they handcuffed. It like, of course, cut out for that time. And then when Streets came back on, they were walking and saying, we're all out of our cuffs. So they're protesting something else right now, which is slightly important if you want your broccoli, cauliflower, zucchinis, almonds. I think we do cherries too. Yeah, all the people that voted for Orange Balloon, their workers are getting deported. And sanctuary city, counties, states, FYI, they all that means is that they're not going to turn them into um they're not going to round them up. They won't be doing that part of the show, but the FBI and ICE will still be coming to your state, county, city. So, because you can't go any farther than that. So the one thing is that the local police, the local sheriffs, the state police will not be helping in a yeah, I know cricket. Hi, Irish. So yeah, it's like it's not a cover, it is a semi-cover. It just means that I'm trying to not say all the things in my head that are going through. It just means that you're not going to get deported by the CHP in California, state police, or no, what California or CHP is state police. I didn't know that until like 3 months ago. Um, the county police and city police. So it doesn't mean that they're not coming in here deporting people. They are. So yeah, that's what I mean, Cricket, is that ICE and the FBI and whoever else government is participating means that they can do it, unfortunately. And of course, at that point, they're criminals, so you can't hide them in your house when they see them, that sort of thing. So just help your friends hide, at least, if nothing else. Do not hide after they've been found, or do not help after they've been found, because that's a federal offense. And Lord knows they would love to round up the other side and put us in prison. So let's see. Hmm. That's why I did it, Cricket. The subway station looks awesome. I know. I found it. It was in my Prism like themes, and I found it and went perfect. Let me think. So yeah, while all this is going on, and we're deporting farm workers who, and contractors and painters and let me think what else. Uh, Assistants and things like that. People are getting their purses stolen left and right in Oakland. Any place with a high crime is being ignored. We're not getting any money funneled from anywhere. Hey. And you wonder why people might be joining Scientology right now. That's going to be my thing when I'm out there, is I'm going to make sure that people don't join or talk really happy to people who come by who sound upset, because this is how they get people in them, is they take them at their low point. That's why everybody assumes that they assume that people in cults are stupid. It's like, no, people in cults are taken from their low points. They're not taken for their IQ. So when they get in a low point, they come running in, love bomb you, tell you they can fix it, take it, tell you, and nowadays tell you that they can help you fix it, and then the next thing you know, you're $10,000 in and you're too embarrassed to leave. So, yeah, Cricket says some of our clients from other places are at risk here now. Yeah, exactly. And the mental health services where they came from are often terrible, still be bad for them to be deported. Yes, Cricket. Hell, our mental health is bad too. It's just not as bad as every other country. Um, and I know that because of the brother. So Dee said, so incredibly sad. I'm sure some parents are afraid to send their kids to school. Yes. There are definitely stories on the news of teachers saying, and this is the local news, teachers missing their children because they're not coming to school right now and they don't know why. And they're not, I would assume that they're not looking because they don't want to like have the cops follow them. So political opoly, yes. Um, the thing I saw this morning, and yeah, this is a this is a political chat right now because the president, the tech president, um, actually put it on X that he thinks that white South Africans should come to the United States. Can we call him a bleeding racist now and kick him out of our country, please? He needs to be gone now. It was shown, I think one of the Midas brothers did it this morning, because that's what I listened to in the morning. They showed his, yeah, it was a Midas guy, because their leader, or the guy who started their channel, reposted his ex that said that white Africans should come to the United States specifically. I want him out. I want him gone. I want him kicked out of the country. I don't care what happens to him then. I want him kicked out of the country. I want him and everybody who agrees with him kicked out of the country. It feels like I'm in the 80s again. It feels like I'm going to have to start telling people um, that they are what they think they aren't. I mean, I have to bring up all the crap that I put up with in the 80s and like recycle it. Probably start a Facebook channel, since it's unregulated now. Start a Facebook channel of my old friends, because I can find them. Most of them are Iraqi or in something else that everybody has kept in touch with, and just go, what did we do back then? How did we invade, conquered the last KKK rally we've ever heard of? Things like that. It's like, how did we scare these people? Because it was never violent. It was just scaring the bejesus out of them. Back then, also, we were weird, and you were afraid of weird people back then. So it was a lot easier. Now we're just a bunch of freaks. It's like, how do you turn from a freak? No, can't say that. How can you turn into a freak from a freak from someone to be afraid of? Oh, let's see, they've done that already. They all wear red hats. Back in my balloon again. even though it's not, because I saw a news story yesterday of a teacher in Pittsburgh, which is over the hill, and we used to say it was that way anyway, did a video or did a Instagram with a pride flag and some of the banned books. Um, and they did a news story on her because they said the parents were upset. The school district, because of course everybody's saying to fire her, the school district said that they had only received one legitimate complaint. And that, well, yeah, it's like she had to go, of course, private, but because she's getting all kinds of crap. I wish I would have known where she was. Um, but yeah, these are people from out of the state. You know that. These are people from everywhere else that's giving her death threats and everything else. And of course, she's never had to deal with it before because she's a first grade teacher. Um, the comments on the YouTube, there were a lot of stupid ones, and then there were a lot of ones that were like, starting kids at a young age with inclusion is a good thing. So, yeah, there were some Californians in there going, go away. But because I'm sure they'd love to come to California and go, you're all messed up and you all need to go learn things. It's like, no, we have. Um, I gotta read down again. La 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 la. I'm working on it. Radiate, Radiate Life said, I'm so sorry. This is horrible. We are resilient humans. Yes. And once our side, that can be anywhere from moderates. It's like our side is everything that isn't far right at this point. We'll all come to our senses and do something about this. Um, we didn't do anything when he did the salute, and now he's saying for white Africans to come here. How much do we need our faces rubbed in it to figure it out? Um, I remember those days. I was still, I was young when he got out, but when it's something you just sing in the back of your head all the time. Thanks, Fuzz, for putting up Radiate's YouTube. Grassroots advocacy. Yes, that's why I'm doing the 2025 at night thing because I am one person. I am a drop in a pond, and it's going to be a very big pond. That's the way I looked at doing the Scientology protesting. It's like we're going to get through to those people too. It's just going to take one person at a time. And it's just me, myself, and I, all three of my personalities at San Francisco. And that's just the way it goes. It does not bother me that I am by myself. Weirdo me has no problem with it. Um, but I am one out of 200 places that are being protested. And then from 200, it goes, I am probably one of 1,000 people that protest. And then, it can keep going and going. And that's how it happens. That's the way I've always looked at it. In the 90s, just making out with a guy in public was a political action. I know. My girlfriends I had to grab and make out with occasionally, just so people would say something nasty so we could turn around and just pounce. What the hell are you thinking about? What is wrong here? We're both cute. What is your problem? Ah, I sub to all. Thank you, Radiate. I'm doing 8 or 9, probably gonna do 8, but it seems that 8 to 9 is sort of my resting time. I'll adjust it. It takes me about 3 weeks to get used to something. So I'll start doing it at 8. Um, Thank you, Radiate. I try. Everybody who here is a force for freedom of all kinds, any kind. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what we're supposed to do. Um, Hiding behind um, religion, politics, your parents, it's not the way to go. If you want to go, old school, Let's see. Allah was probably a really cool guy. They always say Jesus was. He probably would have been bisexual. Let me think. Buddha is Buddha. I have one on my stair rail and I rub his tummy every time I go out of the house. Uh, there's the Tibetan. These are the ones I know. So, Moses, he was played by but he did a wonderful job in the movie. But yeah, and as Mel Brooks says, I brought you 15, 10 commandments. Yeah, and aren't we, if you want to get religious here, aren't we devoted to a golden calf right now? Even though I know people are saying it's because he's going to cause the Holocaust and shit like that. Yeah, unfortunately, being agnostic and being an ex-Catholic is really weird. And trying out different religions as I was growing up to pick the one I wanted. Yes, I want a Bible. That scares the hell out of people sometimes. Maybe that's what we'll do after 2025 and he leaves. We'll read a American Bible. It's for people understand easier and we can have talks about that. Because yeah, unfortunately I know about that book too. Helping a friend rebuild Susie is good stuff. But first coffee, yes, Susie. Was Susie here? Did I miss Susie? Love Susie. Susie's like in a weird way someone I look up to. So I mean we all have our moments, but it's like she's an ex-journalist, so it's like it's really interesting to listen to her. Then it's nice to see her hair grow. I'm so glad her cancer is better. Um, Jesus and Buddha rubbed their religions together. Yes, Sybil. The Buddha thing is because when I was little, my mom had a Buddha. We always rubbed his tummy. I don't even know where she got that one from. It could be a ritual I don't know about. Um, but also it's like I don't believe in one specific God, I believe in them all. It's like I call it the Superman panel of God. It's like if you don't take your God to the extremes, your God rocks. It's when you use him as a reason to step out of bounds that your God has issues. And Zoroastrianism, oh God, I can't, Zoroastrianism is one true. I could say that when I was 9, but I can't say it now. Politics girl talking about managing emotions and complacency. Important ideas here. Ooh, cool. Cricket, send me that as a text. Because yes, I have the infinite brain, and it seems to be that as long as my infinite brain is moving, that the brain fog starts to go away. That's creepy. So, uh, yeah, Carrie Ann's listening. I'm going to send you this stuff, but I'm not going to clean your fountain pen because I'm afraid of getting ink everywhere. It's dry. It just needs to be flushed out. Hopefully you have a flusher. If I find the second one before I send it, I'll give it to you. Um, let's see. If Dawn pops up here or plays replay, uh, the kids' pile is getting slightly bigger. Uh, the latest thing is this that has like really cute note things. I'm consolidating and cleaning up and doing what I should do, and I'm running into things I haven't used. So it's like, you know what? If I haven't used it, the kid gets it. I'm making Dawn's Dawn's teenager, a Hello Kitty box because she likes Hello Kitty. And so I keep finding things going, ooh, teenager, teenager. Thank you, thank you, Cricket. So it's just the way I am. I was taught by my parents to take care of other people. Um, my parents always had a stray puppy on the couch. Ah, okay. Um, so I learned from my parents. My parents always helped somebody, so I learned from my parents. There were times when my mom would come into my room and go, "What haven't you worn in a while?" So we could give it to somebody else to give to your children. It's just the way I was brought up. So if it seems weird that I'm this way right now, no, I have it. I'm not using it. Somebody else should have it and use it. And actually, I like giving things and things I don't use away to people I know or to people who know people I know. Um, because there's so much stuff. I actually, let me take that back. I was, yeah, what is it? I had my bubble burst when I found out that Salvation Army, Goodwill, those places, they throw away stuff they don't want. It's not that they give it to people to make like clothes. It's not like they give people clothes to make quilts with or anything anymore. You know, because that's what people used to do to make quilts was they used old clothes. It's like, no, those clothes go in the garbage, and in the garbage it winds up in some third world country that they have tons of piles of um, garbage that they can't do anything with because it's plastic and it's, you know, gas off-putting plastic. That's what the whole Sheen Timu thing. And ever since then, I've tried not to give anything that, especially clothes, that I thought was going to be thrown away to any of those charity places. But also, humane societies, ask humane societies if you have old towels, some will take old towels. So that's the way I've learned a million and one ways to do it. And unfortunately, with what's going to happen with economics around here, I'll probably be able to give away a lot of stuff, which will be great for the clothes that I'm too small for now. But it'll still be, oh, I wish my noise canceling didn't work. You can actually, I'm on the third floor, so you can actually hear the rain hit the roof. They said there may be flash flooding. Oh, so Cricket said, "Oh damn, no shit, that was hilariously profound. Respect." I know. Papa Cat came in and he's like pointing to the window, going, "What the hell?" Well, at least I'm here. Could you picture me if I was outside? Actually, I'd probably be giggling my head off, and you'd be telling me to put my umbrella back up, or I'd be in the car. During rainy days, I'd come home totally soaked when I was at school, and the first thing my mom would always say is, "You're going to school tomorrow." Because me and my best friend would just sit there and like run and play in the rain. Oh, let's see. Nobot knows no Godbot. Please lift vacuum initiated. Ah, Nobot doesn't have Hello Kitty. Nobot has Extra Kitty in a box. Also, you see Nobot poked our air holes. You do have a kitty, don't you? Don't you have like two, Sybil? Which is hilarious because I never think of like gruff guys like you having cats, but a friend of mine who's a gruff guy loves his cats. Yes. It's like those was it shorts of men who don't like cats or men who never wanted a cat and it's always showing them sleeping with them or something. I use old quilts to make clothes. I have a very fluffy wardrobe. You know, that would actually work nowadays because the um, fabrics used in old quilts are not actually made anymore because they're solid cotton, and hardly anything that's pop is solid cotton anymore. That's why I'm keeping all of my old clothes that will shrink if I put them in the dryer because they're 100% cotton. Yeah, just the idea of like all of that plastic all over my body drives me nuts. Radiate. We'll be living in a tiny home in the next couple of years, so I have that in mind. Will this fit in a shoebox? How many shoeboxes can I fit in a tiny house? We actually went from a Was it 900? I want to say 14. It flurried or flurried. It came up and down all over the place to 2300. This is what happens when you live in a very small condo for a very long period of time. So, but I'm always saying, we always say that when we get old enough that we have to be watched, we'll have somebody on the bottom floor taking care of us. And we have two extra, we have his office and my craft room on the third floor. It's like, I'm not worried about technically ever losing the house. So, this is, I picture you always impeccably dressed, big giant head. Cricket says my family were politically active traditionally because Gramps was a politician, but a translated that foundation to activism. We were raised that you have to be involved. I was just raised in Oakland in the 70s. We basically, was it, as Papa Cat always teases, Black Panthers at one end, um, motorcycle group at the other end, the tiger in the other block, um, the candy makers that made candy. It's just like, because of course the kids go to the candy place to get candy, and it was very busy 1 through 10. So, uh, Adam said, thanks, Fuzzy. I'm actually pretty casual unless I have to be otherwise. Ah. Oh, right, Sarah Styles. Hello. He doesn't take pictures. We have a picture. Cricket made a picture for him. Casual but impeccable. Don't remind you of what? Oh, maybe one day I'll go live for a fit check. My Adam in my head is like 22. For some reason I don't know. Oh. Yes, everybody say hi to Sarah. No Face has a great cat. I bet. I think I've seen your cat. Your cat has probably got as about as much personality as you do too. So the cat's like, mm-hmm. Oh. Sub for the future live fit check. Oh my God. I didn't even know you had a channel. I gotta go sub to it. Oh. So, see, hi Lapita. Oh, you hear, or are you late? I'm always hear you being like the second person. Yes. No bot, no face, and no shit are one and the same. Yes. But see, no face is Sean, and the rest of them, the nose are Sybil. I call him, I call the nose his his Sybil, the 16 personality chick. So, so yeah, wow. I'm almost talked out. Me never. Oh, okay, you are. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I say hi to you already? Gotta keep that one hidden. I mean, if I couldn't make this 6 foot joke yesterday. The rooster. I don't know if I'm even gonna have an antique fair this weekend because it's raining now. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain the day. They have no clue. It's February. We didn't get our 2 weeks of hot in January, and that's like the fourth year in a row. Um, but we're raining all of February. I think we always rain in February. I'm not sure. Cricket says I'm not joking. They were serious about it. We were taken to political events as long as I can remember. I got ice cream on Margaret Heckler's white glove. Margaret Heckler. Okay, I forgot. Who is she? No, I was serious too. I seriously, growing up in the 70s, 1 through 10 in the 70s was pretty damn intense. So you're just beating my shot glass. You were so wrong. Yeah, I met people. I don't remember anymore. But yeah, there were a lot of things going on. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if my principal was the first black principal in Oakland, of an elementary for sure. Um, oh, heckler. Oh my God. So you're supposed to save these things for Thursday for me and Carrie Ann. Oh, I give up when Adam gets going. You're still 22 to me. So, what should we talk about now besides the obvious? Uh, so what's been going around Scientology? Since I'm reigning, LA is having other protests. Let's see, we helped Chicago out this weekend, or Cub, this weekend for his lawyers. Do we have anybody in New York? We've got it. We don't have somebody regular in New York, though, do we? You know, doing Manhattan would be a blast if I could afford it. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Cricket because I was also keeping an eye out for our HelloFresh. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to steal it off the porch at this rate. Oh, she's real? Wow, did not know that. Unless Fuzz is now playing your game and you're all gonna gang up on me and make me hit my desk with my head. Oh, I'm just so wound up. Don't want to make it completely political constantly, this channel, because it's not made to. And this is why I should be going to the org. And I haven't been reading the books. I don't even know. Oh, there they are. I was gonna say, I don't even know where I put them. Actually, I don't know if we talked about this one before. I got this one last week, but I was skimming through it and I didn't know if it was Scientology positive, Scientology negative, or non-disclosing. It was pretty weird. Um, Anybody have any ideas about it? Yeah, it's the content consultant, associate professor of philosophy and religion, Northeast University. That's what makes me go, to Secretary of Health and Human Services from 83 to 85, the job RFK Jr. wants now. No, the job JFK Jr. has now. Hmm. That's real? Who sent me the picture of her? Hello Kitty is really on Time Magazine? Papa? Hello Kitty is really on Time Magazine? You're still getting Time? Not on the one he got. Then again, he's gonna go check because he knows better. He did lose my first Kamala um, cover of Time, but I got the second one. Papa, can you hear her? Oh my God. Ah. Hello Fresh is downstairs. He just went, yeah, I'll get it. Why does Charlie the Unicorn not have a shelf? That is Carrie Ann. She's chewing on a dumpster fire right now. So no, she does not have her own because she's close. Um, Can you see? Yeah, Natalie. Any moose is fuzz. Ah, where'd Cricket go? This is Cricket. That is the dragon formerly named Aaron. I was at Target and I got a volcano with dragons coming out of it. It was awesome. Hi, Dusty. How are you? Subject change. Okay. Why is he Charlie the unicorn? No, that's Carrie Ann, the unicorn. Shelf is too confining for a unicorn? Yes. Everybody puts Carrie Ann on a shelf. The original Fuzz is actually in my car, so we've just adopted her because she loves moose. So it's like every moose in this house, we've got a ton of them, is Fuzz. Yeah, she is. It was in Whole Foods today. Oh. Oh, thank you, Fuzz, for putting Dusty's link up. Oh, I know what we can talk about. Talk about boring the men. I've hit a plateau. I've lost 16 pounds and nothing else is coming off. That sucks. Means I just have to start moving around more. Mm. Hi, Dove. How are you? An Elf on the Shelf horror movie. I actually haven't watched horror movies in years. I used to watch them all the time. Grew up watching them. My dad loved them, so I got to watch them. Uh, we watched When a Stranger Calls, and my mom was so mad because I went, I never have to or I don't have to babysit ever, do I? My dad was laughing his butt off. My mom was like, no, I was 12 or 13 when I saw it. Because the actual Elf on a Shelf is the horror movie. Ah, did you know they did a remake? I don't think I saw if I did, I don't remember. Bummer. I heard it's crap. The original When a Stranger Calls rocks. Yes. So, no, it was so cool because my mother was waiting till I could start babysitting. My mother hated it when she was a teenager, and it was the one thing that drove her crazy, and it was the thing my grandmother did to her constantly. So I'm sure my dad did it on purpose. So I also think it was a way to keep me home on the weekends when I was not going spending the night somewhere. Carrie puts you in the corner, yes. I'm gonna have to tomorrow will be a different time for Old Tifa because I'll be doing it after Carrie Ann. And it does not mean that she has to have a time because I'll probably do it at 10 then. Sorry, guys. I know you guys on the other coast. It's not going to be the end of the world, Cricket. Papa Cat will be with me. So he'll keep an eye on what's going on because eventually I'm going to get bombarded, I'm sure. And I'll probably have to get new or not new mods, but a couple more mods across time stamps. Bleh. Uh, it's it's not Yentl. That's Dirty Dancing. What? Oh, no, it's the special one. Meow, it's a special one. You have to get it for me. Oh, why does he see it now? He's all grumpy. What's wrong? Ooh, he's trying to work and listen to me at the same time. Did you see this there? If you saw it there, get it for me. Hold on to it for me, please. This rocks. Still never got my Louis Vuitton. Not that it matters anymore because they're crap. Hello Kitty. And yeah, this is how nuts I am. See this? Yes, it's real. Yes, it's Kimora Lee. This was part of my wedding set. So that's, there we go. Is it coming in? Yeah. Um, Diamond, sapphire, and silver. Part of my wedding set. I have another one that's pave. Um, I was gonna wear them at my wedding, and this is when she came out with Hello Kitty jewelry. It's the only super expensive thing he's had to buy. Yeah, I don't think anybody else, anything else has gone up there besides the diamond one. So, oh, thank you, Sarah. Oh God, I have to go all the way up now to Yentl. Is there a movie they haven't remade, even terrible movies like I Spit It on Your Grave? I Spit It on Your Grave is a wonderful movie. Um, yes, they've even made remade the punk rock zombie. See, he's working, I can't ask him. Uh Night of the Living Dead 3, I think it is. Um, don't know the whole Elf on the Shelf thing. The Streisand effect, yes. I love Dental. It's all kinds of wrong nowadays. Nobody's a loser. I don't like that word anymore. I don't like that word anymore because the orange balloon uses it. Just time adjusters. Well, you guys get to everything first anyway. You know, technically we're the loafs because it takes us longer to get there. And poor Natalie is six hours away from me here. Is it six? Or is it three? I think it's three. So hell, it's only 11:52 there. We will talk about mods. Okay, yes, ma'am. Oh, hi, good vibes. Yeah, okay, just making sure when you show up, it's like I don't necessarily stare at myself. I see to see if you can see the wrinkles pretty much, and that's it. But the rest of the time I'm like, or at least my schedule. Look at him flexing the wrench. So this is the thing too. I actually think it's slightly rude to drink when you're YouTubing. But hell, there are fetish people who like to watch people eat. Um, so I guess I'm gonna have to get used to it when I'm home because at least when I'm out and about, I can move the gimbal and try to clear my throat easier. But can't do that here. And while I'm drinking, um, I don't have to uh clear my throat as much. Excuse me. There was a spider in the bathroom this morning. I killed it. I heard Adam's alter ego is a used car salesman named Adam Carvana. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. At some point, we're gonna tune in to Brain Fog, and she'll have so many stuffed animals. We'll have to try and find her. Oh, hun, I could do that tonight. We still have stuffed animals in boxes. Um, I don't know why. I have a thing for stuffed animals. It's like television. Probably the things that kept me busy when I was a kid, or kept me that kept friends with me because weirdly enough, I wasn't allowed people in the house and my parents weren't home. So if my parents weren't home at night and somebody wasn't already there when they left, they couldn't come over and visit. Depends on what you're drinking. I don't drink. And since I stopped drinking, I can't drink at all. Tried it once after I stopped drinking. About a year after I stopped drinking, had a glass of port with Papa Cat and got tipsy halfway through the glass of port. Glass of port is this big. Last time I tried. I've said I can carry a glass of champagne and maybe sip out of it. It'll take about 2 hours probably. I'm a fan of a good sock monkey. I don't have any. Do we have any sock monkeys? Sock monkeys. Probably in a box somewhere. We'll see. You don't have to try to do, Sean, don't try to do better. I like you as you are. There is no better than who you are right now. How about that? I'm looking at both of the like screen thingies now. So, because I'm trying to get the makeup right, the lighting at least doable. Yesterday was awful. Yesterday was like, I miss PMS. You're a fan of Shock the Monkey. Of course you are. Now you get the video running through my head because I'm home and not the song. I wish there weren't copyright laws. I wish we could buy a year of copyright laws, things like that, so we could show whatever we wanted because it would be way too much fun to have like stuff in the background, like Feliz Navidad. I saw him twice. The second one was telephone. What was the first one? I got front row with telephone because they didn't know how the stage was being set up. So their day of, they put front row seats for not front row seat prices. Nowadays, that would still be $200. Oh no, I was a huge Peter Gabriel fan. Huge, 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 huge. I liked him even when he was in Genesis. So, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway is one of my favorite albums. So, you're reminding me. Now that song's going through my head. Ah, ooh, no, we don't need anarchy. I bet you, I bet you Papa Cat would think the same thing. Give him a week for total anarchy and copyright laws won't matter. I smiled. And then went, no, 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 anarchy not good. No anarchy. We make sure no anarchy. It wouldn't be fair for all of those red hatters to find how what would I say? How see, I say brain fog and now I'm getting it. How unprepared they were for us. That's the nicest way to put it. So, the La Bamba band. Flanarchy? I've been trying to figure out a way to say it too, and it's like, um, those people in red hats need to find out how unprepared they are for the rest of the country. Anarchy in the UK. Oh, so a fan. Of course you are. Adam, you're supposed to be having these conversations with Papa Cat, not me. I'll put him here for an hour one of these days, and you and him can just have a ball. We still don't talk about music. He had his iPod running on Saturday or Sunday, and I'm like, "Ooh, don't change that." And he goes, "You want to hear that?" I'm thinking, I've told you for 23 years that I like hearing the new stuff, but that's okay. I miss the Queen. She was so much fun. They were showing her the other day, like on a checkerboard floor, and people were saying she knew what she was doing because she was standing on on a piece of the tile, so she knew she was queen. I miss those. Charles is pretty darn boring. And yeah, wait a minute, people. If people can have mistresses and then marry them, and have mistresses and marry them, and have mistresses and marry them, what the hell are you talking about other people and their morality? Huh? See, that'll be the fun with old Tifa. We'll talk about things like that. There just isn't anything major going on in Scientology right now. But I did say, um, I think on one of my tweets somewhere, that we need to keep an eye on Scientology because they'll be doing things behind our backs because we'll be distracted. So, what is it? Uh, I can't remember. A comic calls it something. But yeah, we need to keep another eye on Scientology, even if we're not talking about it, because who knows what they'll be up to because they'll think we're, busy. That's why tomorrow, if it's not raining, they're going to be really surprised that I came back. I love just shocking the hell out of them. It's like, nope, I'm not going away. I can still talk about politics or whatever the heck I feel like, but I'm still here and I'm still paying attention. So there. There's a hologram of her she posed for. Yes. Uh, isn't it in the tower? I want to say it's in the tower. My aunt, the one that Cheryl reminds me of, Feral Cheryl, um, got me into like all of the English stuff. So I've been paying attention to it since I was 13. I'm the one who got my aunt and my uncle together. Feral Cheryl. I've got my dumpster fire. I love my dumpster fire. Isn't this the coolest thing on the planet? Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Ooh. Papa Cat's probably wondering what I'm doing. Actually, probably not. He's probably laughing because I'm laughing. There's a Warhol hologram. It depends on it's a hologram of. You can't get copies of the no, oh, you can't get copies of the Queen's hologram because it was done for a city, wasn't it? And I have the Warhol calendar from 19, I want to say 89 or something. He's gone by then. Uh, but I have come this close to tearing it apart and making it into pictures, which is what the guy that I bought it from was going to do, but uh I've done business with him and he likes me. So it was just like I totally like swooped in. He sold it to me for really cheap and it was like, what did I just do? And I went, you sold me calendar. Bye. Oh, he sat for his, well, so did the Queen. Well, no, she sat for the pictures that were used for the hologram. So he sat for his hologram. Hmm, interesting. Hopefully it'd be just the classic Andy. New channel segment, Club Brain Fog balances random items on her. I must have gotten because I did all the things, Uh, Gen Xer, we walked with books on top of our heads from what, Happy Days or Laverne and Shirley or something. We all tried that. So it's like, when did my head get pointy? My brothers have told me that my head was pointy from the get-go, so don't go there. Put your suggestions in the comments section. And yes, Papa Cat told me yesterday that everybody said 8, and I went, that's nice. Yesterday, for yesterday's old Tifa. So I was just being snippy. And yes, this is nice and warm, and I'm cold, even with my UGG slippers on. So, hi, Eric Rader, how are you? We're just sitting here shooting the poo because nothing's really going on in Scientology right now, but we're all going to keep an eye out for it. Because we figure, since we're being distracted by it, that they're going to probably try to pull some stuff. And since I still believe that Aaron Cairo is going to be Baby Bufu, they might be doing things this week. Definitely over there so they wouldn't know. I mean, we already have the one time when the um, folding chairs were brought in by a party place. And then the next day there were pizza boxes all over the place. And they hadn't done something like that before. Even when they had their Christmas thing, it wasn't pizza. So they could be getting him ready for something. He could have had like some kind of, I call them rituals. He could have had something going on where they like, you know, uplifted his butt or something. So I took a royal hologram once after a huge meal of brisket and Brussels sprouts. I'm not going to repeat the rest, but that was funny. And I love Brussels sprouts. Brisket. Ooh, I have to make corned beef. Can't make it for my birthday. It's too close now. Corned beef and cabbage in a crock pot for 7 hours with sugar-based ginger ale. Best thing on the planet. My dad taught me. No, he's not Irish. He isn't Mexican either, and he makes the best enchiladas I've ever had. He integrated very well into Oakland. He was a funny little white guy. So, um, let's see. Let's get ready for tonight. Tomorrow I'll go. It shouldn't, it's supposedly only going to happen today. And the reason I didn't go today is because it said it was a squall and there was going to be flooding. And I mean, they, for a light rain, seriously, it said light rain. And then it said, but there could be urban flooding. Okay. So as long as it doesn't say that tomorrow, I'll go there after I get my nails done. Tomorrow's supposed to be the big protest too. Got to go check on Reddit. Got to go see what's going on. Um, it just really sucks to protest in the rain. I know it's a first world problem, but as long as I don't have to take Bart home with them because everybody smells when they've been rained on. But I'll be driving in anyway, so if I'm not there, if I'm not at the protest, I'll be at the org. So because, like I said, they're up to something, especially if it's been very quiet lately. They're up to something. So, let's see. Oh, would you stop with your farting? Even though one of my favorite channels, Charlotte Dovray Reactions, she talks about it all the time. And not like really disgusting either, but it's just like, oh, it's poo. Oh, yeah, no filter is on today. Mm. What are those that you put up, Fuzz? Thank you, though, for doing it. No, because she does reactions and she's funny. And sometimes they are families with dads who will just, or dogs, just, and there you go. She doesn't react to parts themselves. And she's got it down to where her producers are the ones who give her the clips. So she's reacting to them as she sees them. Occasionally she'll see one and she'll go, I've seen this. But most of the time it's like, besides the look of, that's where I'm learning all of my new faces that I haven't used in centuries because I'm watching her a lot and she's always using a face. So it's like when I'm reading The Project and I'm like, and the eyebrow I got from my mom, because my mom had this, I mirrored her. So yeah, it's like I'm trying to read it with a straight face, except for the nods and and that. And then the occasional, if you noticed last night, there were occasional times I just completely stopped because even I was, what? A fart reaction channel. Oh my God, no. Do you know people be following their parents around? Grandparents? Oh my God. Or making the little brother do it. But also, teenagers, you know, boys would try to find girls farting, so they'd be completely humiliated. So, no, no fart channels. And if there is one, it's probably on OF, and you know, that's your kink, not mine. Oh, he's coming out of the woodwork. He's not too mad. There was not a no filter. Hot flash. Come and get him. I was going to say earlier that I was late because I was getting a blowjob. That's what we call drying your liquid eyeliner. Called it that since I was 16. So it's like, and when you ask somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about, you get the most interesting looks. And there are a few people that came to Goth World from 16-year-old world that came from Rocky World, and there'd be somebody getting dressed with us and go, "Can I have a blowjob, please?" And the conversation after that the first time was literally hilarious for a little while. So, but I have called in Papa Cat to do that. New video. Ah, I haven't seen it. Yes. The relaxing one. Yes, I know I need to watch it. Usually when you put out those videos, I'm in the least relaxing mood. And since you make me smile, I don't want to smile until I've already been on at 2 o'clock. So yeah, it's sort of like, but no, I cannot be happy and motivated right now. I have to be grumpy and focused. Tried to look sad and all I got was a no job. Oh my God. Oh, like I said though, people looking for jobs, go look for online jobs. If you can talk to people, if you can talk to people on Reddit, you can get an online job. Start at Mechanical Turk. I know oh God, I can't believe I'm saying something about Amazon that's positive, but they have, you can start out as picking out the potatoes and receipts, and if you're good, they will, you know, jump your butt. So try on there if you need money, man. So, because we're all going to need it soon. We're not poor yet, but we're working on it. There are people who are out there saying, centrists that are out there saying it might be worse than 29. I'm like, at least you have a lot of rooms that we can rent. So, how long? 108. Okay, people. I'm going to go. I'll be back at 8 o'clock my time, Pacific. We're standard time now, right? We're standard, right? PST. Yes, Pacific Standard Time. And we'll be reading Project 2025. I don't know what page we're reading from, but the beginning will start with a disclaimer. I will try to read through for 40 minutes, and then the last 20 minutes of that hour will be us talking. So see if you can get anybody to watch it, see if you can get anybody involved, because there is seriously, I didn't read it and I didn't pretend to read it, but you know what? We really freaking need to read it. So I figured this way people could do it and do laundry at the same time. So now we're reading Audit LA, F&A, Bubba. That's what we need to do. Learn some stuff about Scientology and um, bureaucracies and things like that, because she totally rocks with the let's get administrative. Okay? So hit the like, hit the sub, hit the membership. I will start doing membership things. Um, and the rest of the money should go to people who need it right now, LA Fire, because we don't know if the orange balloon's going to give them anything, even though I think we need to keep all of our money in California. So I will see you guys tonight.